Welcome back. Lost weight, but don't see results. Here's what actually matters. Now, if you're going through a bunch of changes with your eating and exercise, and you're working really hard, your scale weight's going down, but you don't physically see any changes, it could be discouraging and demoralizing. You're not the only one who goes through that. In this video, I'm going to tell you how to work around it. See if you can relate to this. I lost 24 pounds over the last 2 months. When will I start to see actual results in the mirror and start to look different? Seeing the scale drop but not actually seeing a difference is very demoralizing. So click like if that's something you relate to. In this video, I'm going to break it down for you. If it's your first time here, my name is Reggie. I'm the founder of Fit for Freelance. I help business owners lose weight and feel their best without crash diets or guilt. If you're struggling with consistent habits, I recently released the No Willpower Health Habits System that teaches habits to work with your life, not against it. Now, is this is the other side of what I've been talking about before. Is a video that I made previously, why can't I lose weight, why your scale sucks. It's all about why it's not a good idea to judge your progress by your scale. And this is kind of the outcome of that, where the scale is changing, but you're not satisfied with the results. And this happens when you're not sure what to focus on. All right. And then that's what I'm pointing out here. Sometimes people are waiting for scale results and they go through all the changes and stuff and they don't see any results, but their body is changing in other ways. Their performance is improving. They have more energy and all that stuff. But this person, they are seeing the scale change, but they're not seeing the physical results that they're hoping for. So here's some ways to work around that. The biggest tip I have is focus on consequences that immediately, directly reward your choices. Focus on consequences that immediately, directly reward your choices. And that's how you stay in the habit. So people, when they focus on their weight change, or when they don't see the physical results and get discouraged, but they're seeing other changes, like their scales going down is one of them, but the smaller things that happen in the journey of better health. So here's a picture of behavior and how it works. There's a cue where something in your environment happens as a triggering event. Then there's a routine, the behavior that you do, and the reward is the feedback for what you've done, the activity that you did. And if this is strong enough, it reinforces that when you have that cue, you will do that behavior and get that same reward. So this is basically a habit loop. I talk about this in my health habit system course, where understanding this process is a big part of sustainable change, right? If you don't reward yourself soon enough after you do the behavior in the middle, then you aren't going to feel that reward for that. You're not going to connect that, right? It's kind of like if you punish your dog for chewing up a toy, right? When you get home, it doesn't associate chewing the toy with the punishment it's getting. It really just associates you getting home with being punished, which is like a problem, right? So if you aren't rewarding the behavior directly, if you're not experiencing that, appreciating that, enjoying the energy that you feel from following through on your plans, or the energy endorphins you feel from making a choice that you wanted to make and following through with your plans, those kinds of things are rewarding the short-term behaviors. And when you're looking for, your scale weight to change, that's not going to support all those health habit changes that you're making. Let me know if that makes sense in the comments. So when you focus on the immediate direct reward to your choices, it's easier to follow through. It's easier to do that behavior again in the future. All right. So think about that. Another thing to consider is it's okay to feel demoralized, like it's acceptable, but we also want to take a deeper look at this and see what's causing that. What is not actually seeing a difference? What about that is demoralizing? And when you analyze that a little closer, you can see that a lot of times people are doing an action for a result, but it's not directly related to that action. That's back to that habit loop picture. If you feel demoralized from doing something, that means it's not rewarding enough. And that can cause you to stop the behavior. So think about what is very demoralizing. A lot of times it's because you're waiting for something to happen that you're not seeing yet, right? This person is hoping for visible changes, but that's not why they are doing the health changes. And that's not why they're eating healthier. That's not why they're exercising more often. They want to take a step back and look at what it's all about. And it comes down to confidence and doing the right thing for yourself or about your self image. It's not about later feedback or how your body changes necessarily or why your scale or how your scale changes. It's more about the specific behavior that you're doing. So feeling good, doing the right thing, following through with your plans, feeling like you're in control of how you're eating and exercising, your schedule, and how you manage your stress so you don't like go back to old habits. That is the short-term feedback. And when you focus on doing the right thing because it's the right thing for you to do according to your values, then it's easier to follow through. And your results don't depend, or your behaviors don't depend on distant results. So I've said it a few different ways. Let me know if you want me to clarify this or if you have questions. I'll be glad to work through it again. But confidence, doing the right thing for yourself according to your values, or about your self image. So you don't have to feel discouraged when other things aren't changing if you're doing the right thing. There, that's how you say it. All right. And this is based on a question I have about vision. I talk about what does a healthy, fulfilling life of your dreams look like? When you do things that match that, more often, then you are more likely to be leading the healthy, fulfilling life of your dreams day by day while you're building the bigger picture for yourself in terms of whatever your goals are, either looking more athletic or skinnier or whatever, or having a lighter scale weight, or having more energy, confidence, feeling more attractive, all that stuff. So, building it up by following through on your plans, doing the right thing for yourself, that's how you build the confidence that you're really seeking, and that's what it's all about. That's how you stay engaged in the behaviors instead of waiting for a distant result. Now, if you want help with that, that's what the no willpower health habits system is all about. That's linked below. Another thing you can do if you're really struggling with the perception, the visual part of weight loss, is think about this tactic. Like I talk a lot about strategies, but sometimes there are simple things you can do in order to get the results you want. So you can spot the difference with your pics over time. Take a picture now, take a picture in 2 weeks, and you compare them like side by side, like the old newspaper or comics where you're looking like what's different about these two pictures. And when you have that, that makes it very clear and objective and easy to find the differences in 2 weeks of progress versus if you look at your reflection now and in your reflection in 2 weeks, it's harder to tell the differences because you don't clearly remember what you used to look like. And if you have any self-perception issues, then you're not going to notice those changes. So spot the difference with your pics over time. It's a really good way to track your progress in addition to, just waiting to feel different or looking at your scale weight or wondering why you don't look different. That's how you fix it. All right. That's one of the tactics I have in the next video, how to lose weight without scale weight, goals, business owner edition. I'll put that video right here. So that's today's message. As always, keep practicing. Peace.